Hi folks, this is Danny at Bradley James Classics, and I'm bringing you a trade-in car which I dearly hope will be a nice rolling restoration for someone. And the car has just come to us this week, and it is of course a Triumph 2000. This one is from 1973. It's a car that's known to me. It's actually been a local classic car enthusiast that's owned this car for 5 years and run it as their daily driver, and they reached the junction with its ownership where they decided as to whether they were going to invest in this one or decide to upgrade to a more up-together classic, and that's what they chose to do. So we were happy to take this one in as a part exchange. Now the car itself is perfectly usable as is. In fact, it had been in daily use as a daily driver, and the car itself is mechanically sound, starts on the button, drives very nicely. I've just come back from a test drive, so I can tell you what it's like, and I can tell you that it drives just like a lovely old Triumph 2000 should. Now for those of you who know the model, you'll know that this gunmetal is a colour is very rare in the Triumph 2000, and this car is displaying 90,000 miles. And having looked at the MOT history, the condition of the interior, that sort of thing, I've got no reason to believe that isn't its actual genuine mileage. The car comes with 2 sets of keys. It comes with a stack of invoices for work carried out over the years, and I am going to show you the car up close, and you'll see from a bodywork perspective what is required to bring the car back to its full glories. So, well, let's start at the beginning. Let's start at the back. Now the car itself has got a tow bar fitted, which is at a slightly odd angle because I do believe the car has had a bump. It's either reversed into something, or if I remember rightly, something went into that. Now that's caused the tow bar to bend up a little, but it really just is a bit of work to get that straight. It has caused a little crack here, but compared to the rest of the car, that clearly does need some bodywork restoration. That's a minor issue. So the back panel is generally quite good. Rear valance the same. Boot lid is in good order. The rear wing, there is some micro blistering to the paint. There's a lot of original paint here, and we can see the need for a repair just here. Passenger door near side is pretty reasonable, but you've got this paint issue, which clearly paint work required. You would need some fairly extensive repairs to this rear door if you this front near side door if you were going to save it, or you'd probably replace it if you could get a good one. I believe the front wing has got early signs of some corrosion here, and it's pretty shabby at the front corner. Again, the right skilled welder would repair it. Front bumper's in good shape, as is in the front grille. In fact, the bonnet, front panel, scuttle panel all looks very reasonable. Coming around the front corner, you've got some corrosion that's eaten into this front wing here, and clearly some repairs are required. This front door is certainly better than the other side front door, but as you can see, micro blistering and issues with the paintwork. And low down here, you've got some corrosion into the bottom of the passenger offside rear door. Clearly repairs required. And what looks to be a fairly reasonable rear wing, and then some lack of paint back here. And the good news is that this roof looks in pretty good order all round. Now I promised you quite a nice interior, and you have a look. You've got the dashboard in good condition, the woodwork is good. The vinyl in the seats is particularly nice. In fact, I can't see any real damage to the front seats at all. They've got a lot of life in them, and the back seats are pretty excellent too. Good door cards. I think the seats, I'm sorry, the carpet is a little faded. Switchgear, a nice period radio is all in good order, and as I mentioned to you, the car does drive very nicely. And I'm just gonna give the bonnet a bit of a pull and see if I can show you. It's always very tricky to do this with one hand. Most of my videos you see me struggling by, but let's see what we can manage here. And that's the front engine. Of course, there's that very famous straight six engine of the Triumph. There's a commission number here. Paint 68, trim 27. And it's solid on the inside. All those inner wings are good. So the engine starts on the button. Has an electronic ignition upgrade, so nice fat spark to get her started. Let's have a look around the other side. Nice clear fuel in the fuel filter. But this engine has always been serviced, and the car has been looked after from a maintenance point of view, and I think that's why it's still with us today. So be aware that this car will be something you'd need to spend money on to return to its former glory, and that was certainly the intention of the owner. Good tyres all round. Now, this particular Classic has taken advantage of the new system, which doesn't require an MOT, and I think the last time the car was MOT'd was 2018. But if you look back through the MOT history, you'll see for many of those MOTs the car passed without advisories. So I think that tells the story of the car being up together. And as I say, despite the need for the obvious spend on bodywork and freshening up, I would be very disappointed if this car doesn't indeed get returned to its former glories and gets used, because they are a beautiful car to drive. There was always the big bake-off between one of these and the Rover P6. Some people love the way the Triumphs drive, others love the Rover P6, and the police used to love both of them because obviously they used to use both of them, for those who can remember. I particularly have a soft spot for this car because it's been a local car to us, and we've seen it quite a lot driving around the local area, and the owner has really enjoyed owning it. And in fact, I wish them all the best with the Classic that they replaced it with from us. Lovely big boot in the Triumph 2000, and you can see actually the carpet's in fine order. There's a few spare parts that come with the car, namely some rubber trim and the workshop manual from Haynes, and a few bits and pieces there. Looks like a spare set of leads, etc. There's a chunk of paperwork in there, and also we have, it's always nice to have the old Triumph 2000 handbook. So bearing in mind the car is far from being a perfect example, we believe just how she is. It's a classic example of a rolling restoration, and for us that means someone who can get some use out the car immediately and improve it over time. So this is an affordable Triumph 2000 in gunmetal from 1973, 90,000 miles displayed. Very nice interior, very nice driving car, but in need of some body restoration, and I think it would be a very worthy project for anyone who wanted to access a nice affordable Triumph 2000, drive it as it is, improve it, or just drive it as it is. But personally I think it would be a prime car to spend some hours getting it back to its former glory. Well folks, thank you for spending time looking around this lovely old Classic in need of some TLC. Please get in touch through the usual channels, and I'll be delighted to arrange a viewing. You can have a test drive of this car, see how you like it. I've just driven it and I've been very impressed with how nicely it goes. Certainly drives just like an old Triumph should. And she's in stock now and ready to fill your garage with a nice little rolling restoration project. That's Danny from Bradley James Classics signing out. Thanks folks.